I'm just going to do a quick overview of these Anderson Bean boots that I bought at Cavender's, and just all the problems with them. This is the stitching on the inside of the boot to the sole, and it's quite uneven. So it goes to here on this side, just right after that step down in the thickness of the sole. On this side, it goes about 3 stitches past that. That's a minor qualm. Here, the stitching on this one is uneven, just right here. So it's even all the way around on this one, except for that one spot right there. This one, it's actually even all the way around. Nice and even on that one. The second issue that I noticed on these is actually on the decorative stitching on the side. This stitching has actually come out all down the side here. It was like this when I bought it, actually. And someone has used a white paint pen to try and make it look like the stitching is still there until here, where it kind of just falls apart. The other side's much better. It does have a spot where stitching is missing here. Now those are, minor cosmetic qualms. Not that big a deal on any of those. Here is probably the second biggest problem. So every step that I take, this is the right boot, every step that I take in this boot, it squeaks like that, every step. I don't know if that's that the boot isn't bonded well to the sole or what. Now this is another one that I just found out. Now these boots have never been wet. Maybe walk through a puddle, but definitely never soaked. Never really wet. So I just noticed this today, and that heel is separating, and that's on the side that squeaks. The other side doesn't squeak. I mean, minor, not really. No squeaking on that side. This one's doing okay here. Yeah, that seems to be doing okay. It's not coming apart, the heel and the bottom. You can also see that this one seems to be much more firmly attached. I'm not seeing any nails through there. Like on this one that squeaks, you can actually see that nail in there. So that's a thing. That's the second biggest complaint, is that squeak. Now here, this one, and I'm probably not going to be able to show you this. Maybe I will put it on my foot and try and show you. Sure, why not? Let's do that. This one pops. I believe it has a broken shank. Let's see if it wants to do it for me right now. No, it doesn't. So it doesn't seem to do it when you first put it on, but after it's been on for an hour or so, about every step you take, it goes, and you can feel it through the bottom of your foot. You can feel it right there in the middle of your foot. And I believe that probably has a broken shank. Again, all of this is since day one. By the way, these Soul Savers I got put on day one. So I picked up the boot, And then I left it with Cavenders for them to have their cobbler that they work with put Soul Savers on right away, because I don't like the leather sole for a boot that I'm going to wear as an everyday boot. I like to have some grip on the sole there. I think that's about it. Besides one other thing, I guess, and that is the design here of the way they stitched through the liner. So this is a outer shaft, right, and then inner liner, and they actually stitched, come on, focus, right through the liner. So any moisture that gets on these boots goes through all those holes that go directly through the shaft and through the liner. Now, I've never actually had that experience in walking around in them and getting my feet wet like that. But as I'm conditioning them, just Big 4, probably the most common leather conditioner, and I'm conditioning the shaft, when I put my hand inside, I can feel the conditioner coming right through the shaft onto my hand. So that's a $400 pair of Anderson Bean boots that do not even come close in quality to my $250 Ariats, and they are so far away from my Lucchese's that there's no comparison. But of course, I knew I wasn't buying Lucchese's going in. My Lucchese's were $700. But to have a squeak with every step that just doesn't go away, and I've had them for a year. It's done this since the very first time I put them on. And then after just a year to have them separating the heel from the sole. And then also on this one, I am 99% sure it's got a broken shank, and that has been since day one as well. It has popped since day one. You can tell looking at the back side of that boot. That's not even fully broken in yet. I've only worn them probably 20 times total, because it's just embarrassing to walk around and have one boot squeak and the other one pop with every step. So anyway, there's a rundown of Anderson Bean, made in the good old USA. And I took them back to Cavenders just as soon as I noticed the squeak and the pop, which was within days, and they said reach out to the manufacturer. So I reached out to the manufacturer, Anderson Bean, through their website, and the email that I got back said, take them back where you got them. So nobody wants to take any responsibility for defective boots. That's what I got.